Okay, the next D is delegation. And this is where, as an entrepreneur, you're exhausted. You're in your 4th year of not having a break. And someone sits down and presents themselves and says, you know, I bought for some of the biggest companies in South Africa, and your particular business needs a lot of procurement support. You're involved in the assembly of a certain product, and as a result of that, you're buying product from overseas, you're buying locally, there are rand dollars all over the place, there are trends that change globally, you need help in the buying side. And I sit there saying, my God, do I need help in the buying side? Because I really do. And I buy that individual on board. They haven't been brought into the buying system. That individual is my single biggest cost. They've sold themselves well. I'm prepared to pay premium because the expression goes, if you pay peanuts, you end up working with monkeys. I've been around that block 4 or 5 times. So I bring this individual in. When I bring them in, and they don't perform the task that they're meant to perform the way I did it, because in fact I haven't built a system to employ them to run for me, I start to interfere with that process. And if you look at it, most entrepreneurs build their business with a very particular psychographic. They're passionate people and they're optimistic. They're also fairly conscientious. Because passion means you believe in what you're doing. Optimism believes you can do what you do better than your competitor. And over and above that, you also believe that if your customer buys your product as an optimist, you'll create a better experience for them. So you need optimism. Conscientiousness, which is akin to a perfection complex, comes into play because you chase cash flow like you've never chased cash flow before. You absolutely cannot afford to not have cash flow coming into your business. So you over-service clients on a consistent basis. I hear this often. These people don't care, an entrepreneur says, referring to their staff. They come in at 8 o'clock, and at 4:45, I can already hear people getting ready to go home. I'm in my business at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I only start leaving at 7 o'clock at night. Of course, they've come in for a job. And if they don't get delivery as an entrepreneur out of those people, they blame the commitment of people. So when you work with your clients in the SME space, or when you run your own business and you find yourself blaming a staff member for poor performance, well, maybe it's because you haven't been through a process of delegating the job correctly. Maybe, in fact, you haven't built that system of delivery. And maybe you haven't made it very clear that their job is not to market the business, Jeremy. Your job is to run the system of delivery that markets my business for me. Delegation, the biggest single challenge, I believe, that most entrepreneurs face. How do you let go in a responsible way where a deal does not get lost? Because that deal might be the deal that met the monthly overheads for this particular month.